Hey guys, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. So today for you, I have some Sheer Lust polishes to share with you. I recently received them to share them with you guys to show you nail art. So while I do that on the blog, which I will have linked in the description box below, I thought I would swatch them all in a swatch video for you. So let's take a look at these 8 polishes. Okay, first up today we have Pink Punch, which is a pink cream color, which reminds me of one of the first polishes that I used to use just like for everything. So here is the first coat. The formula is amazing. It's going on perfectly. There we have one coat. Now, you could be done, almost. I did a pretty thin coat just for camera purposes, so I am going to go ahead and do that second coat. But I have worn this previously, and I've done it a little bit thicker and gotten away with one coat. So here's one coat, and we'll be back for the second coat in just a minute. Okay, now it is time for the second coat of Pink Punch. Now, I apologize if the lighting gets funky because the caps to these polishes are mirrored, which I will insert here. Yeah, so you can see like there's like feedback from the caps. So there is full coverage in just 2 coats. These polishes do dry down to a shiny finish, so you could go without, but as always, I suggest wearing top coat to make sure your manicure lasts for a good amount of time. Next up, we have Lavender Stroke, which, as you can guess, is a purple. This purple is a cream, and I have been wearing it actually for a week now on my other hand, and it has great wear. Okay, I have a fuzzy stuck at the end of my nail. That's so annoying. Fix that. Okay, there is one coat of Lavender Stroke. As you can see, there is no need for a second coat. That is full coverage in just one, and it just looks so pretty. It's like a really great purpley purple. There's no like blue tones to it. There's no major pink tones. It's just, you know, what one would think of when thinking of a purple polish. So it is very, very nice. Next up today, we have Neon Rebellion, which is a creamy green polish, a bright green. So this would be a fun one for summer, a fun one for spring. Now this one is going on a bit more sheer than the previous polishes we have swatched so far. So we're gonna let that dry and we'll put on the second coat in just a moment. Okay, so it is now time for the second coat of Neon Rebellion, because the first coat, as you can see, was a tad sheer. This formula-wise is much more runny than the other polishes we have looked at today, but as you can kind of see, it is leveling out. So I'm actually going to keep the camera rolling while this dries. 2 coats, I am pretty happy with it. It could use a third, but at the same time, I feel like 2 coats is good enough. So there you go. And as you can see, it really has some leveling done. So that's really nice. Next up, I have a turquoisey color that has a hint green. It is called Caribbean Chic. It is a really pretty color, so I'm excited to show this one to you. Yeah. This first coat is going on really nicely, very evenly, and more like the first so many polishes we saw versus the last green one. So that is one coat. I can still see a little bit through when you get up in that area, so I am going to let it dry and put on a second coat when this coat is dry. Now it is time for that second coat to see if we can reach full coverage. And we do reach full coverage on just 2 coats. And again, this is Caribbean Chic. Next up, we have a yellow color, and it is called Heat. This is almost like what you would consider like a marigold yellow, I think, or like a fall leaf yellow would be a good way to describe it. It's not super bright, it's a bit muted, and it's got that fall-like color to it. Okay, with the application so far, it is reminding me a bit of Neon Rebellion, where it's a bit more thin than the rest, but it does appear to be leveling. However, I do think this will need a second coat, so I'm going to let that dry. Now, while that does dry, I'll just say that this color doesn't look that great on me because these colors don't usually go really well with my skin tone, but beyond that part of it, it's a really nice yellowy shade. Good for fall if you are into those yellowy marigold colors. Okay, it is time for that second coat of Heat. And there we go. We are getting full coverage in our second coat for sure. And there you go. That is 2 coats of marigold. I said marigold. It is called Heat. Oops. Sorry, guys. That is 2 coats of Heat. Next up, we have the last cream that I'll be showing you. And this one is called Ivory. And as you can kind of guess by the name, it is going to be a ivory shade. Online, it kind of looked like it was going to be a white via some pictures that I saw on the Sheer Lust Instagram. But when I got it, it definitely was a bit more of a gray tone white, which I think you are going to see right now. Definitely a bit more gray toned, which is actually turning out to be a really nice color because, you know, you can use this in the background for art. So that's really nice. Now there's one coat, almost so very close to full coverage. Like if you were going to do an intense nail art design or a floral on top of it, you could be done now because it's good enough. But we will let this dry and put on a second coat. Okay, it is now time for that second coat of Ivory. And there you go, we have full coverage. Now this next polish I'm going to show you is called Bubble Blue, and I'm going to try to put it here on the camera. You can see that it has a bit of a shimmer to it, however it is still a cream base. So we're going to see if that shimmer shows up on the nail. Because I used this quickly the other day, but honestly I don't remember seeing the shimmer at all. So it will be interesting to see if it does translate to the nail. Okay, the formula on this one is super nice. I'm getting a really good coverage. Now, can we see the shimmer? I don't really see the blue shift of the shimmer coming through. However, that doesn't make me not like the polish because I really like this color. It's kind of like a periwinkle sky toned color, and I feel like it's unique, and that formula was really good. I mean, that's one coat, and honestly, I'm done with one coat. Like, I can't see anything through there. I think it is perfect at one coat. So, there you go. That is a Bubble Blue in one coat. Okay, lastly for this video, we have a shimmery polish, and this one is called Imperial Pearl. It is like a bluish, purplish, gray toned, shifty shimmer, which I think you will understand whenever I apply the first coat. Now the formula on these is much different. As you can see, this is a very sheer on the first coat. However, it does build up quite nicely. I think you can really see that pink to purpley shimmer showing up. And you can kind of see how it's gray / blue on the edges of my nail. Now, as you can see around my nail line, it is still very sheer, so we're definitely going to need more than one coat on this one. So we'll let it dry and see how that goes. So apparently I lost my footage of my last 2 coats. So here is your final look. And here's your final look at all of the polishes you just saw swatched. These are just 8 polishes that they have in stock. They're not from a particular line or anything. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they are actually hosting a nail art competition, which is why I have been sharing nail art using these polishes. So I'm going to have all that information in the description box below, along with the names of the polishes. And there will be a blog post up with the individual reviews today as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this swatch video. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see following this, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!